everybody. Professional college named after Anwar Исмаилов. I'm an English teacher, Абдикаримова Мунавар Шакиржановна. The theme of the lesson, radio and TV, internet in modern life. The aims of the lesson, educational, to acquaint students with a new vocabulary and expressions, to improve their critical thinking, motivate and stimulate students to express their opinions, bringing up, to bring love to the English language. Type of the lesson, to introduce new theme, visual aids, a computer, slides and a video film. Answer the questions. Modern life isn't impossible without information, is that true? How do you obtain information? What is mass media? What is mass media associated with? Thus, we can learn about the world by watching TV, listening to the radio, by reading newspapers or magazines. Which way do you like most? Why? Yes, it's true. Modern life isn't impossible without information. We obtain information at school by watching TV, listening to the radio, reading newspapers from internet. Mass media is the way of giving and getting. Mass media is associated with the TV, the press, the radio, the internet. History of the invention of radio. I want to give more clear and understandable information about the origin and the invention of radio. To do this, watch the following science video. Bully Elma Marconi or Alexander Popov. The first is credited with the fact that in 1897 he received a patent for the invention of a radio receiver, contributed to the development of radio as a means of communication and in general earned the Nobel Prize in 1909. As usual, the Nobel Committee was in no hurry because its principled position is that the big is seen at a distance which is very far sighted. But after 2 years before the Marconi patent in 1895, Alexander Popov demonstrated the world's first radio receiver invented by him, and by the time of the triumph, Marconi reached a radio range of 600 meters, after another 6 months, 5 kilometers, after 5 years, 150 kilometers, then as they say, it doesn't matter. Radio conquered the world, but Popov did not patent his brainchild. This is a disposition where everything seems clear. One invented and tightened with a patent was late, the other was couple of years late with the invention, but when inspiration came to him, the idea of how to make sure a little later was in the air. He did not pull the patent, simple and clear. Laurels, if justice, belong to either one or the other depending on the which criteria to prepare. A letter of respect for a pioneer or a letter of law. But as they say, the third is not given, but the same tertium was found. Popov's first radio program, which he broadcast at a distance suitable for practical use of the radio, consisted of 2 words, Heinrich Hertz. What is it? A tribute to the German physicist who in particular proved in the experiment the existence of electromagnetic waves. Not excluded, but another version seems more plausible. On laboratory bank of Heinrich Hertz stood an operating transmitter and a device for recording signals. They were separated by 20 centimeters, and even to what difference does it make? The fact of signal transmission without wires took place, and the first Popov radio program attributed to Heinrich Hertz. It also emphasizes respect for results that were most likely initially related to thoughts that have no practical use. Well, The great Russian inventor Alexander Popov endowed humanity with radio communications. He was ahead of Marconi, and in the experiment of Hertz, far from life, he managed to discern the great, and that was the main thing for him, result, not laurels. This video shows the history of the invention and the inventors of radio. Main conclusion from this video. In 1895, Alexander Popov demonstrated the world's first radio receiver invented by him. In 1897, Marconi received a patent for the invention of the radio, contributed to the development of radio as a means of communication, and in general earned the Nobel Prize in 1909. Popov's first radio program, which he broadcast at a distance suitable for the practical use of the radio, consisted of two words: Heinrich Hertz. Heinrich Hertz, German scientist who proved the existence of electromagnetic waves in an experiment. The history of the invention of the TV. Who were and when invented the TV? The first televisions in the 30s of the last century, the production of television receivers for the mass consumer began, but until that moment dozens of scientists and inventors worked on its appearance. The Englishman Smith in 1873 discovered the phenomenon of the photoelectric effect, without which the invention of a television device would have been impossible. The German Karl Braun and Boris Rosing worked on obtaining an image through a cathode ray tube. In 1933, Vladimir Zworykin invented the transmitting electronic tube. It's Zworykin inventing the iconoscope can rightfully be considered the rather of electronic television. Portuguese Adriano de Paiva in 1878 invented a device for transmitting images by wire. And finally, I want to say thanks for your attention. I think this lesson was interesting and understandable to you, and after it you already know and how invented the TV and radio. See you soon in the next lesson. Goodbye.